When I started into this teaching, I would listen, and I listened to everyone. And I remember listening to some people that were sitting in this humongous church that I went to, and as we were having coffee, we had just heard magnificent words being spoken that I am the divine expression of God. I am beautiful, perfect, whole, complete. And then in another breath, they're saying things that I won't even repeat. Totally the opposite. So how can you sit and listen and read and hear and know and then turn around and do the opposite? Well, that's what we struggle with day after day. So to embrace this truth, we have to let go. We have to let go of the old and bring in the new. And that's what you do Sunday when you come here or when you go to classes. You let go. You cut the ties that bind you to the old way of thinking. And you free yourself to a new world. It's a new world. Ernest Holmes said, we only know as much as we can prove. And that's a true statement. We only know as much as we can prove. So, before we chit-chat about what we know, we need to prove it. You know? We need to prove it. First, if you don't take what you learn here and in classes and put it to good use, you're wasting time. You're wasting your time. And I know if you don't leave here with something new every Sunday to practice on your own, take what you hear in this wonderful, loving surroundings and practice it, then you're either not listening or you fell asleep. And no snoring, please. Not allowed. Not allowed. And you're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself out of the wonderful life that you, I'm going to say, supposed to have, but that you deserve. That's the word I'm looking for. Wonderful life that you deserve. Right? So let's put first things first. Let's know together that mind, M-I-N-D, mind, all mind, my mind and your mind, is always ready, willing, and able to accept what you know is truth. It's ready there. Even if you don't think you know, your mind knows the truth. There you go. And the truth is that there are no limits to thought. No limits to thought. No limits. You can think whatever you want to think. That's how we have planes in the air and skyscrapers and guys that go down, I don't know how many feet under the water, because there's no limit. There's no limit to your mind, to your imagination. Something always happens when you think. It's not stagnant. Something always happens when you think. You know that song, I feel the earth move under my feet? I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to tremble whenever you're around. That field of thought through which thought operates is infinite. There is no reason to doubt it. If you're sitting there thinking, there is no reason to doubt. You can think anything. Nobody can stop you from thinking. They may stop you from doing, but they can't stop you from thinking. What we need to do is accept this as a fact without hesitation, without any doubt. Then we can go from there. So, remember, it's not too late. It's not too late. You can think what you want. You can think a beautiful palace. Nobody can stop you. You can think you're a millionaire. Nobody can stop you. You can think anything you want. Right? Open your mind. So this morning I implore you to open your mind. Open it wider than it's ever been before to embrace this magnificent philosophy of life. This is it. This is who we are, a divine expression of God. No boundaries. No boundaries, just filled with love. And to see life as it's meant to be seen. To live life as it's meant to be lived. How could we ever not want this? How could, okay, takes a little work, absolutely. But it took a lot of work to get where you are, right? So it's going to take a walk in the park to get where you need to be. Okay, it's simple. It's and I say a walk in the park or a walk by the ocean, listening to the surf. You can switch from or shift from where you are to where you want to be like that, the flick of your fingers. And just by telling your mind, yes, I can. Yes, I can. No matter what you're dealing with now, no matter what comes into your life, no matter what your surroundings, you can shift from where you are to where you want to be. And we all carry around baggage. We all carry around stuff with us. At first, it seems like it's extremely difficult to let it go. But as you go deeply into yourself, knowing that you deserve it, then it's crystal clear. Mind can do anything. Close your eyes and visualize where you want to be. You are a divine expression of God. Never, ever, ever limit your view of yourself and the world around you. And never limit yourself, not by past experiences or present circumstances. When we use divine imagination, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. Science of Mind tells us that out of any chaos, we can produce harmony. So think, if you're going through chaos right now, you can change it in an instant. Shorter than an instant. Whatever's going on in your life, right? We are told to turn away from the problem and only look at what we want. Wonderful advice. Turn away from the problem. Don't focus on the problem. Look at the outcome. Look at what you want from that. If it's finances, remember, the universe knows no difference between $1 million and a penny. You and I do. I certainly do. So state what you desire clearly. Clearly. And don't waver. Don't give up. It is in the consciousness behind the word that forms the word. That's important. It is the intent behind the word, behind the thought. It is the power behind it. Never limit your view of life by any past experience. What you did yesterday has no meaning right now. It's what you are thinking of right this minute that can change your life forever. Forever. Never limit your view of life by any past experience. Remember that. When we're making a demonstration, when we're stating something, we pay no attention to what happens in the objective world. Think of that. The imagination is creative. The will is directive. And I've said this so many times because it's happened to me many times. When I wanted to do something or go someplace and I didn't have the finances at the moment. Didn't have it. I closed my eyes, I imagined being on the French Riviera. And I was there no sooner after. And I kept going. So keep keep knowing that you are that divine expression of God. You can do whatever you want, whatever you choose, as long as it's for good, as long as it benefits you and everything around you, as long as it's filled with love. And my trips were always filled with love. The will is directive. Remember that. Use your creative imagination. And don't be stingy with yourself. When you're treating for something, go for the gold. Right? Go for the gold. The imagination is creative. You can sit and close your eyes and imagine wonderful things. And if you imagine long enough, they will become your reality. Set your intention. Know the outcome you desire. Change your thoughts and you change your world. Change your thoughts about yourself. Erase the, oh, I can't do this, or I'm not smart enough to handle this, or where am I going to get the money for that? It comes. It comes. Open your heart and know. Know that you deserve it. Know that you are that divine expression of God. Remember all of these things. Remember all of these negatives that you carry around with you. Knock down your joy, your sense of self. They build walls to keep your imagination out. So remember that. Remember that God resides in our own awareness. We have to be aware that we are deserving. You are not just a drop in the ocean. As they say, you are the ocean itself. We are part of everything. Everything in the universe has only one source. It's only one source. And that source is yours also. So remember that. God and I are one. So what are you going to do about that? Think about it. I challenge you all. I challenge you all this morning to, as Jesus said, pick up your bed and walk. Right? Lift yourself. Make the decision for yourself. If there's something you want, go for it. Look at the Olympics. Go for the gold. Don't settle. Right? Pick up thy bed and walk. So start shifting. Start shifting from where you are right now. You can do it in baby steps, or you can fly. Absolutely. I believe I can fly. Get out there and fly. So let's start shifting our thoughts of things. First of our surroundings. Start shifting from what you think of and what you believe in, and shift from where you are to where you need to be. Look at your community with new eyes. Eyes that see the good and how to help it make it better. Look at your center that feeds you, that gives you that power, that impetus, that boot in the tush to go for it. Go for it, guys. It's there, it's waiting. If not you, then somebody else is going to do it. Right? So it needs to be you. You deserve it. Right? Dr. Ernest Holmes taught the healing power of positive beliefs. The healing power of positive beliefs when he talked about miracles. And when he talked about miracles, he smiled and said, they are only the use of the law of mind in action. They're only the use of the law of mind in action. And he said, change the idea of a thing and you change the thing itself. That's simple. That's simple. Change the idea of the thing. Change the idea of our country, of our community, our spiritual center, and miracles begin to happen. When you look at the news, don't look at the news saying, oh, God. Look at the news and say, you can heal it. Everything is working for our highest good. Look at things differently. Change your thinking, and you change your life. And you deserve it. And when you walk out here, I want to see a different life. I love you all. God bless you. And so it is. Amen.